This video, we're going to look at slide 5, also known as example 4, and we are going to do a word problem with some money. So it says a coin bank contains $17 in pennies and nickels. That's important, pennies and nickels. If there are 1,140 coins in the bank, how many of them are nickels? Now, really, to start, notice that we have two things we do not know. We're looking for how many are nickels, but there's two things we don't know. We don't know how many are nickels, and we don't know how many are pennies. With the money, sometimes it's easier to do P for pennies and N for nickels instead of X and Y. Simply because then you make sure to put the right money with each one. Now, again, there's going to be two places that we get our equations from. The $17 total and 1,140 coins. The 1,140 coins can be a little tricky because we want to put money to it, but that has no money, hence no dollar sign. So if I just add the number of pennies and the number of nickels, that's going to give me that 1,140. Now, the money comes in with the $17. Each penny is worth 1 cent. Each nickel is worth 5 cents. And altogether, that's going to give me 17. Now, let's suppose you really hate decimals. We can start with our solving here by multiplying this entire thing through by 100. That will serve the purpose of getting rid of those decimals. So I'm going to start there just because most of us don't want to deal with the decimals. If I multiply by 100, it's just going to move my decimal 2 places. So this one's going to go to 1p plus, I forgot my n, didn't I? There's an n right there. See, it's there. Plus 5n. And then moving this one as well equals 1,700. And then my second equation was p plus n equals 1,140. Now, I am going to take and solve this one, and I'm going to solve it using elimination. Substitution wouldn't be terrible, but I'm going to do it using elimination. And I am going to take this equation and multiply by -1. So this is my original. I'm multiplying that second one by -1. So negative p minus n equals -1140. That is going to get rid of the p variable, eliminating it. And then 5n minus n is 4n. And then 1,700 minus 1140 is 560. And then finishing this, dividing by 4, I'm going to get n equals 140. Now, technically, it says how many of them are nickels, but if you'll look, I asked you for both. So the bank has blank pennies, and I'm going to put my 140 in here and see if I'm right before I continue. I am. So now, since it asks me and I want to get my point, I need to find out how many pennies. So I'm going to do p plus n equals 1,140, and I'm going to plug that 140 in. Subtracting 140, I'm going to get p equals 1,000. So that gives me 1,000. And that one's also correct. Again, I'm going to leave it right here so that you can see the whole thing. That's as much as it'll let me do. And that's it.